Hey, Happy New Year, everyone. Frank Menard here from the Menard Team Coaching and Training. I am a performance coach, and I specialize in helping small businesses develop a successful business and live a very intentional and purposeful life. So part of my commitment for 2024 was to get back in the saddle. And what I mean by that is, unfortunately, at the end of 2022, my mom passed away. And the beginning of 2023, I had a little battle with vocal cord cancer. So it kind of set my goals and ambitions to the side, especially in regard to using YouTube videos to help spread my message and to help people, they'll spread my message and to inspire people to positively impact as many people as possible. My backstory, about 8 weeks ago, I was invited to put together a presentation for the local board of realtors. And what that presentation was designed to do was to present a strategic business planning session to some of the young professionals in the network. I agreed to do that. And in fact, I sat back in my preparation and say, hey, wait a minute. These guys have got to be tired of listening to the same old stuff. How can I make this a little bit different? So it was at that point that I embarked on a 15-plus week book study with a couple of local real estate veterans who'd been in the business for a while. And my goal was to see if the message in this book, Think and Grow Rich, which was written in 1937, would these foundational principles hold up to today's current standards and what people need to run a successful business. So for 15 weeks, we met every Wednesday at 7 p.m. to have a discussion about each one of the chapters, 15 chapters in the book. The project, I think, was a success because at the end of the day, what we found was that, yes, the principles that Napoleon Hill published in 1937. I believe the book was actually written shortly after the Great Depression, but he published it in 1937. It's one of the number one selling business books on the market even today, so many years later. But all those principles still hold true. So I put together my strategic business planning class. I incorporated the principles that I thought were most important, most valuable to the agents. So that's how it started. You see, I read Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, for the first time probably back in 1977. And I'm sure throughout my life, I have implemented and used some of the principles, maybe even all of the principles at one point in time, but I never really made a study of the materials. Well, that project, that 15-week project to prepare for the strategic business planning class actually convinced me maybe I want to dig deeper into this. Because you see, my life now is dedicated to inspiring, to positively impact the lives of others. And that's really what I want to do. And I believe in foundational principles. And I think that book is full of foundational principles. So what I plan to do is once a week, I want to put together a short video to share with you the messages and what I'm learning as I study the materials from Napoleon Hill. Not just Think and Grow Rich, but all of his materials. So this week's topic is about definiteness of purpose. You see, the message is that no one drifts to success. And what's really ironic is in Napoleon's materials, 95% of the people in the world are just drifting. They have no real purpose. They take whatever life throws at them, and they just go day by day, month by month, year by year, with no intentional purpose in their life. So question is, and this is the question I ask all my coaching clients, usually during our first or second meeting, is what is your definite major purpose in life? And what plans have you made to attain it? And even Napoleon says in his materials that 98% of the people that you ask that question to will probably say something like, I'd like to make a good living and be as successful as I can. And yet that's really not very measurable, and it doesn't have a definite purpose. To be successful, you must decide exactly what your goal is and lay out the steps by which you plan to reach it. The person who acts with purpose and a plan attracts opportunities. How can life give you anything if you don't know what you want? So the question I present to you today in my first video of 2024 is, what do you want? What do you really want? Because until you can answer that question, and I know it's a very challenging question, but until you can answer that question, you will continue to be adrift. Let's not be drifters. Let's be intentional. So I want you to ask 3 questions. Here's your action step for the week. Ask yourself 3 questions. First and foremost, what do you want? Let's make a decision of what you want in your life, because you're the one who will design your life now and moving forward. Secondly, once you've made that decision, create an action plan. What are the things, what are the steps, what are the daily activities that you must perform in order to achieve your goal? And last but not least, the most important, take action. Begin right now today. Take action, take your first step to living the life that you want to live. Not the life that some guy out there on the videos and even on YouTube or wherever it is that's made billions of dollars and you can too. You know, who says that's what you want? The question is, what do you want? Then make a plan and then take action. Hey, look, I hope that this information is helpful today. I'm trying to keep it very simple. I will continue to produce these videos for 2024 on a weekly basis and share with you the messages that I'm learning from reading this book, Think and Grow Rich, as well as many of his other materials, not to mention some of the other studying that I'm doing virtually through online classes and that type of thing. I want to share with you what this book and what this information has to offer and how it can help you live your best life in 2024. Hey, look, if you enjoyed this message, please hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to get my monthly blog that I'll be sending out with the same type of information, please just send me leave me a comment down below, include me in the blog, and I'll make sure that we get that out to you. All right, so hey, thank you again for so much. Happy New Year. It is 2024, and it's going to be a great year. Have a great day, guys.